There's a brand new day ahead, so much to do, so much to see, so get your ass up out of bed. Get out now, time's wasted, there's no reward for hesitating. Hey guys, back with another story about something that happened to me when I lived in Clear Lake, Texas. I worked at Michael's, right, in the frame shop, framing artwork. People's diplomas or prints, memorabilia, all sorts of things. And anyway, this lady came in one day with a print that was clearly religious in nature, and I helped her frame it. And I'm okay with people's religion, you know. I'm happy that people have, you know, religious freedom, and as long as they practice their religion and it works for them, I'm fine with it, and until it, you know, becomes overbearing where they try to force it on other people and so on and so forth. But it was a good looking print, so I mentioned to her, hey, you know, it really looks good, and she said, oh, thanks, it's from the Book of Mormon. Oh, okay. So I helped her frame the print, and we got it all set up, and you know, you have to send out the order for all the materials and things, and then when it's all finished, you get a hold of the customer and they come back to pick it up. Well, when she came back to pick it up, she brought me a copy of the Book of Mormon, right? In fact, it has a little thing in here that she wrote for me. It says, a Thanksgiving gift for you. This book is a true testament of Jesus Christ and the ancient Americans. Phyllis, I think it's Shawcroft. And her phone number. I actually have her phone number still, if it's still her phone number. And so I was like, oh, well, thank you, you know. Didn't want to be rude. I don't really have a desire to become a Mormon, but she was being polite. She gave it to me for free, so I said, well, thanks. So, okay, fast forward about a week. My ex joined the Navy, right? And she was leaving to go to basic training, and so we were having dinner. I had made a dinner, you know, and we weren't really eating much because it was kind of emotional. She was getting ready to leave. I mean, her fucking recruiter was going to come pick her up any minute to take her to leave to go to basic training for 8 weeks. Knock on the door. Well, he's early, right? So I go answer the door. It's not him. It's these two Mormon missionaries. They're called elders. Even though these guys were younger than me, you know, that's what they're called. They're called elders. You know the type. They wear the white shirt with the black tie with the little black name tag on there, and they always ride bikes. So they had their bikes there. And looking, yeah. And dude pulls out this picture from his satchel and says, hey, I was thinking about getting this framed. Could we come in and talk to you for a while? Right. I was like, I was stunned, you know, so I, no, if you want to get something framed, take it to Michael's. I don't do that here. You know, I got kind of pissed off because, you know, like I said, it was an emotional time. She was my wife at the time. Was getting ready to not see her for months, right? She's getting ready to leave. Don't want to talk to you guys. Oh, sorry, when they leave, right? And I thought about it later. How the fuck did they find me? You know? I mean, they didn't just show up. They showed up with framing. Right? That was their foot in the door. I want to get something framed. Now, it is a possibility that Phyllis talked to the management at Michael's and asked for my address, and they gave it to her. But I doubt it. You know, what employer would do that? What I think happened is when she gave me this book, these guys were somewhere watching so that they would know who I was. Okay? And then they must have hung around outside the building and watched me leave and followed me home. Okay? I mean, how else would they have found where I live and showed up at my house? Now, they didn't come back, thankfully. I seen them around in the neighborhood before, and they waved, and I give them the finger. So they never came back, thankfully. And So that's what I was saying before about, you know, people's religion and religious freedom is a good thing. But this is crazy behavior, okay? This is stalking. They found my home somehow, okay? And I have to assume they freaking followed me home. Other than that, I don't see how they found me. But the point of the matter is just that they came to my home. They found me and came to my home because I had commented on this lady's artwork and said it was nice. And so they tried to come and convert me in a very creepy and stalkerish fashion.